Everybody want to be bodybuilder, but nobody wants these heavy ass weights.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 87 of Buckets of Duckets. I'm your co-host, Chase Myers. Every couple times a month, I get together with my best friend, 87 times to be exact. We get together, talk about life, get to the bottom of stuff, figure out what's going on, in comedy, like, is this mic too loud? Just a lot of the real, just comedy issues. We get to it. Can I do 12 minutes at this mic? Basically every week we chop it up. I'm over here in Seattle. My co-host is in Louisiana. Everybody give it up for the one, Josh Watts.
Good evening, shitheads. It's your boy, the Mohawk Meat Castle, a.k.a. the psychosis of swag. Huh?
Ooh.
I don't think I used the right word. Second. That's not the right word. It's not even what I meant to say. I don't think psychosis.
But how often do you hear psychosis, though?
Not enough. You know what?
Clearly.
I'm thinking of La Parka. What's up, fuck faces? This is episode 87.
We're aggressive now.
This is how we do it here.
We're in your face.
We're taking notes. People getting bum rushed on stage out here. You heard about it?
Oh, yeah, y'all just had a thing. Hold on. YouTube people, subscribe, comment, the whole thing, tell friends, podcast people, 5 stars. Follow everything. Follow everything we ever do. All of it.
Comment on
all
share,
of our shows.
Go to social media.
Each of our shows.
You
go
better be
to
at every one of
Josh's
them.
show on the North Shore, and then you come to my show in Seattle.
Every
you do both of those.
one of them.
You're not doing enough. You're not doing enough.
We find out you skipped the show. I swear to God, you won't get an episode that week. I promise. I fucking promise.
Somebody got punched. Somebody got punched down in the Louisiana comedy scene.
Yeah, apparently. So, September 24th, I'm headlining a show in Denham Springs, Louisiana, at Mr. Milkshake and Espresso Bar for some fuck all reason. Already sold out. Tickets, you can't get them, I think. But this guy, the guy that's booking the show, his name is Jeff Vance, and he calls his group Lunchbox Comedy. And,
right.
And for some reason, he's added everyone who's ever done a show to him of his into a Facebook Messenger group. Everyone that's ever agreed to do a show or done a show for him is in this group, and he sent a story. A guy in Mississippi that has a podcast. I'm not going to mention it on here because he on stage at a restaurant, I guess. And
who, the podcast person?
Yes, this comedian out of Mississippi, Jacob something. He was down on stage, and a family came to a restaurant after a funeral, and I guess he kind of attacked them, and they bum rushed him and hit him. If I'm understanding the story right.
I mean, that seems fair.
Yeah. I don't understand. I don't know the whole story. I don't know, man. Like, you probably deserved it. I hate.
Probably.
You probably deserved it. If you made somebody mad enough to walk on stage and punch you in the mouth, you more than likely, you probably deserved it.
Yeah, here's the thing is...
You weren't being funny.
Definitely. There's just like, there's a certain level of comedian where like, if somebody attacks a stage, you go like, oh, that must be on them because they don't know. But like, that level is probably not hanging out in Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's where some restaurant in Mississippi. I don't think it's like, yo, if you just listen to that comic, you'd understand. That whole family must feel foolish for the way they reacted to that. But no, they're probably just.
I don't think so. I understand, but. I don't know, man. It's never happened to me. I fucking wish somebody would rush the stage when I'm up there. They don't because I'm funny. I'm good at what I do, so they don't feel the need to run up on stage and fight me. But whatever. I don't know. I've never done comedy at funerals yet. I'm working on it.
I tried to do one. yeah, I couldn't get the date to work out, but I got asked to perform at a funeral. Yeah, I can't imagine what that would have been. So these are people that they left from a funeral and went to a comedy show, or they just went to get food at this bar and
they went to
a comedy show.
From what I understand, and I am speaking on like 99% not knowing what I'm filling in a lot.
This is 100% sourced. Yeah, this is 100% sourced.
I'm filling in a lot.
This is the
right?
truth. Everything
So,
Josh is saying right now is
they
the
went
truth.
to
Thanks
this,
to the bank.
I think they just went to get food, and then this guy jumped out and was like, "Surprise comedy show, bitch! What happened? Why you look so sad? Somebody dead?" And they were like, "What?" And then I heard somebody had a knife.
Yeah. I mean, it's Mississippi, so everybody's got a pocket knife.
From what I understand, a gentleman's folder, as Sean Patton told me we have to call him. A gentleman's folder. It sounds much more sophisticated, right? Before you put some holes in somebody.
I mean, that's fine. That's fine if a gentleman's got one, but I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure no redneck's gonna call a knife a fucking gentleman's folder. I think that's the type of shit that'll get you stabbed. You try to tell somebody with a pocket knife to call it a gentleman's folder?
What's
You
that
just got
gentleman's
stabbed up.
folder you have there? What are those holes you got?
Yeah, Sean. I mean, that's a funny bit, bro, but I don't know if in practice.
That's a good point. You might be able to get away with
That's
that
gonna
shit
work out.
up in New York. That doesn't swing down there in Pascagoula. They'll put a fucking hole in
Nah.
you.
Nah, we'll hand you your guts, boy. Hold on to these. Slice you up.
Oh, fuck. Man.
I got called a goddamn coward on my own YouTube page, on my own YouTube channel, with my own video. People out here trying to start shit with me.
Hold on. The show's page?
No, my own.
It's not any better, but ooh, buddy.
Yeah, no. So, man, it's so deep. So I'm looking on my YouTube.
Somebody gotta die.
Somebody, it's already been put out. I was looking at, that's why I'm so calm about it right now, is I'm just sleeping peacefully because I know it's been handled. So I do stuff, dude. It's just a fucking click of the button. You're dead. I'm going to get my people and tell them what you said. I'm going to get my people and you fucking dead.
Believe that. That's the
All right.
motto we live by.
People don't realize that's the mission statement of Buckets of Duckets, but that's actually like if Josh would pan around like the studio in there, there's a plaque.
You would
It
see
says
it.
it.
Right at the bottom.
Well, we used to record.
Douglas Fontaine.
Oh, if people know, they know. That was a deep one. Yeah, so I'm looking on YouTube. I'm looking at my analytics. I noticed there's like a new comment on one of my videos, and it says something to the effect of they call me a coward. They're like, Chase, you're a coward. They say a comedian with no integrity or something like that. They hit me with the integrity line.
We had a whole fucking podcast
I
about
know.
how much integrity
And it was
have.
It was right after
Intensity,
that. It's like,
intelligence, and integrity are three of the foundations of this podcast, besides being dynamic, athletic, and intelligent. Jesus Christ, dude. This is...
I know. People call me on my shit.
YouTube
Yeah, all
let
right,
them put that on there? YouTube
They
let them do that to us?
They didn't do nothing. After all we've done for YouTube, they just gonna let these
motherfucker!
fucking people say
100
whatever
views a
about
week.
me. Not even gonna hold it. Not even gonna hold it
God
for review.
damn.
You're not even gonna hold it for me to decide if that needs to be out there. I just gotta find out one day when I'm just scrolling through. But yeah, I pulled it up. It says, "You're a coward, Chase."
Is it all caps? I hope it's all caps.
No, it's not. It's not. It's actually got good punctuation. It's "You're a coward, comma, Chase!" exclamation mark. So I mean, good on them. I mean, even when they're angry, they
All right.
grammar's grammar.
That's respectable.
A comedian with no integrity. So they did hit me with the integrity thing.
That means they listen.
too
That
bad.
means they listen.
Yep. Too bad. And then they did like a crying emoji, like a sad, not like the tears, but like the disappointed emoji. They're disappointed in my character.
Comics are world renowned for their integrity. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Too bad.
So, all right. So here's the thing. I know who this bitch is. It's not.
How many people do you think he showed that comment to? It was like, check out I roasted this fucking idiot. Look at this. Look at what I said to him.
The one other person in his lonely, pathetic life. So yeah, it goes so much deeper. Like you'll never believe how fucking far it
Illuminati.
came. Like there's a year-long story leading up to this comment, Josh. Like you have no fucking clue how much I've been holding back. I've had to hold back because, as you know,
A
my
year,
life
and you coward without integrity is what you got. Weak.
It's what I got after all of that, bro. This dude, he don't fucking know shit, bro. So this has to do with my other life. This is why I don't bring it up on the podcast. I like to just talk comedy on the podcast. But as people know, in my other life, I'm also very successful. Turns out I'm a very successful comedian. And then whenever I do whatever you fucking shitbags do, I'm also very successful at that. It turns out I'm just very good at the things I do in life.
Very good at life.
I just am, bro. It just, you know, and so I wish I could teach it, but I don't even, you know, it's just natural to me, you know. I wish I could show you the way, but I really can't. You just gotta stay close and hope you pick up on enough tips. So, as you know, I work a temp job at a warehouse. I have for a long time. I eventually got promoted up to the goddamn boss of the whole place.
The emperor. They call it the emperor at that warehouse.
They call it the emperor, right? Everybody bows to me, and I walk on roses. It's a normal place, right? And so I'm not going to use names and shit because I know goddamn HR or somebody. This is what I hate. I hate trying to bounce back and forth between being a goddamn clown and then being a professional, okay? Because I don't even care so much about being a professional. I just appreciate that check every week. You know what I'm saying? But it don't mean anything to me. None of that shit. I'm not attached to any of it. I'll leave it right now, you know? So,
walk away from it in 30 seconds flat and never look back. Not one time. Never. He getting that Benz that job afforded him, and he'll drive off into the sunset.
Drive off. And then when that payment comes up next month, I might be back.
Then he'll be driving back. We'll see. He'll drive right back.
Man, I don't even know where to start. There's this lady. I'm not gonna say her name again. She's worked there for a year. She's just the most annoying person in the world. And I don't say that lightly. I don't say that as like as somebody who's like, oh, I bet if you gave her a chance. I gave her all the chances. She's gotten every chance she ever could possibly get from me. I'm already a very patient man. I talk very arrogantly on this show, but I feel like most people that know me know that I'm actually pretty patient and kind.
You should see the time Chase is taking to explain. How many times has Chase said to me, "Do you think that was a good idea?" And then waited to see if I did think it was a good idea. And then if I did think it was a good idea, he would patiently wait until I realized whatever it was wasn't a good idea. See? Right there. And I go, oh, hold on. And then I started thinking, it's patient. It takes forever. This is an hours process.
I'm gonna sound like the pettiest bitch explaining this because it's all just small stories over a year. Like there's not a huge one. It's just little shit. So anyway, she's the type of person where if she sees you, she has to talk. She looks at you. She got to tell you about her day. She got to tell you about her cousin that was in the hospital 4 years ago. And what happened? She got to tell you about the time she got hit by a car and whatever happened to her arm. She got to tell you about the time she got sick that weekend and she didn't even give a fuck. She just fucking hulked herself back up, went back into work because that's the type of person she is. And she don't talk a lot, even though she told me every second of her whole life. But if you ask her, she don't really talk a lot at work. She just does what she does, right? And everything's a big deal. Everything's a big deal. There's no, she fills orders all day, and there's not been an order she's ever looked at where she hasn't cursed at and be like, this son of a bitch, this is fucking so blah, blah, blah. Like, and just, that's just what she is. This is what she is. The next person will come up, work there equally as long, or even less, maybe even less. And they'll just look and they'll go, thank you, Chase. Thank you for giving me this work and the ability to feed my family this week. I appreciate you and all that you do. I understand there's not a personal attack on me. That I had to fill this order. I understand that I applied for this job, and this is what I said I'd do when I came here. So thank you. But that's not her. That's not her at all. All right, no appreciation whatsoever for what I do. She drives everybody fucking crazy in there. She drives everybody crazy in there. Nobody, people try to give her a chance, give them a week. They fucking hate her, right? And the only real saving grace that she has is that her daughter also works in the warehouse. She works on the other side of the warehouse. She is the complete opposite of her mom. She doesn't say a goddamn word. She shuts the fuck up, and she just is embarrassed. She's just embarrassed all day because her mom won't stop. Her mom just won't stop annoying people. This is like a 50-something-year-old woman. I'm not talking about somebody my age. I'm not talking about a 25-year-old. I'm talking about a 50-something-year-old woman who should know better. She should know better. She should know better. All right, let me just run through the highlights of some things that she said. She wanted me to...
Are you saying that she talked too much? Is what you're saying?
Yes. Quite a bit. She talks quite a bit. People go the opposite of where she's at to try to not have to listen to her explain her life to you, okay? Because she will explain her life to you over again. And and if you try to make jokes at her a little bit about it, no, don't get them. Too sensitive.
The people that want to tell you their whole life story never want you to make a joke, and they won't have it. No,
they just won't. She just wants you to sit there and listen and go, wow, what a life you've lived. I can't, most people would have never even made it as far as you. Look at you. Look at how great you are. Wow. Everybody stand up. Everybody get on your goddamn feet.
Get on your fucking feet.
Up. Take your hat off. Take your fucking hat off. Get on your feet.
Move out of the veteran spot and give it to her now. I don't give a fuck.
Give a fuck if you're 2 weeks from retirement. You give it up to this woman. All right, so here's the highlights. I'm just going to run through them real quick. In November of this past year, she threw a big fucking fit over how she didn't want to hear Christmas music. November, bro. I'm not talking, we didn't start Christmas music in July. It was like November 20th, right? And she just could not handle, I can't listen to Let It Snow 3 times a day. It's gonna keep me from doing my job. It's just gonna drive me crazy. Despite everybody else being all happy and full of
it's
festivities and spirits. And bitch, it's Christmas. I can't tell you how many times I told her that. And then she's like, everybody wants to call me a Grinch. I'm like, because you're doing very Grinch-like things because you want to take away Christmas music during Christmas times, okay? I'll listen to you if it's not even like the end of November. I'll listen to you go, I don't want to do it. But like, yo, you can't. And I'm talking like, she comes in at 7 in the morning, and I'm talking about by 7:45, we're having this conversation every day about how the Christmas music is just driving her crazy. Just can't work without the Christmas music, blah, blah, the whole thing. I fucking do a bitch. I turn into a fucking parent. I just do the whole thing where I punish everybody. I fucking took the whole goddamn speaker, turned it off. Nobody gets music. Nobody gets fucking music because nobody appreciates it. Nobody appreciates anything I do up in here. Nobody got music. That's what happened. That's how we solved that Christmas problem. That's how big of a fucking headache she was to me, was that I just took that away. But does she look at that as me fucking looking out for her? No, not at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit does she look out for that. Also, if people wear perfume, it'll kill her. She'll die. She'll die if you wear perfume. And everybody's so selfish for wearing perfume every day when they know that she gets major headaches from people's perfume. And yet these people, when they wake up in the morning, aren't thinking about her immediately when they're getting dressed and getting ready to present themselves for the day, to go on and have a peaceful day. They're not thinking about her when they do 3 squirts, those fucking bitches doing 3 squirts, and just everybody being able to smell how wants me to have a whole conversation with the whole team about, hey, can we not wear perfume? She wants to make it a big fucking deal. It gets mad at me. Gets mad at me every day that I'm not angry at each person that comes in. Dude, I have 30 people that work under me. How am I supposed to keep all 30 people smelling the right way? And by the way, some perfumes were fine. She would come up to me, but your cologne's fine. This person's cologne's fine. But that person, we need to change the way they smell. And she's walking around talking about it. People are getting mad, because this fucking old lady's talking about how people smell and shit like that. Right? Okay. So that's like another fucking big one.
She's a temp, right? Like she's just there temporarily. Like she could be gone.
Yeah, but she's worked. I mean, she's worked there for a year. She feels real comfortable. She also, like I said,
obviously.
Her daughter also works there, and she does this thing where she will take on doing the bigger order that other people may not want to do. But the only reason she's doing that is so that she can complain and then be like, I'm the one that did it. If I wasn't here, nobody would do it. When it's like, no, they would do it.
It's
you just
Christmas.
Yeah. The amount of times I called this lady a bitch during the seasons of greetings. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is supposed to be fa la 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 la. And I was like, you fucking bitch, every goddamn day.
I haven't seen you this angry with somebody in a long time.
Dude, and it's like, and I just pushed it down. I would just be cool about it. Like, I would just
like
try
a real man, you just bottle it up. Don't talk about it. Keep it inside.
Other people would have other people. Well, also I didn't want to talk about it on the podcast because it's not a comedy related thing. But now that it's over, we're gonna do it. Also, you stepped into my comedy lane whenever you decided to fucking comment on my goddamn YouTube page.
YouTube is our world.
All right,
it's Christmas year
now,
on
bitch.
YouTube.
It's Christmas every day here, bitch. And so
I'm Jack Frost.
So I have a big, when the perfume thing happens, I have a big fucking come to Jesus meeting with everybody that's over me. And I go, I'm about to walk over there and fire that goddamn bitch right now.
Damn it.
I was like, and here's how. I'm not going to fire her because, whatever. The reason why is because it's not safe for her to work here. If she truly cannot work here without almost dying and throwing up every day, I'm never going to not have 30 people work here. I'm also going to always have 2 or 3 new temps coming in. She can't work it for her safety. We have to fire her for her safety. That's what we have to do. And they wouldn't let me do it. They wouldn't fucking let me do it. And then remember when I went to the beach? You remember a couple months ago when I went to the beach? My uncle was dancing. So I do this whole big presentation to everybody in there about why this bitch got to go.
You got a PowerPoint slide on why this bitch got to go.
PowerPoint. And it's just one slide. And it said, that bitch got to go. That's all it said on it.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas. And so they all assure me this will be handled when I come back. Don't you worry. This will be handled when you come back. Whatever. I come back a week later. She's the first one greets me at the door, just smiling, complaining about how we don't have enough boxes or whatever. Yeah, like she knew exactly, just ready to complain to me about something. All right, so now I'm mad. Now I'm like, well, you know what? My hands are. I guess she's just gonna stay here forever. I guess she's gonna outlive all of it. She's gonna work here forever. That's fine. My boss, who wouldn't let me fire her, eventually she gets annoyed with her again like a month later. Now she gets annoyed with her. And now she tells me, oh, it's up to you. You can do whatever you want. Now it's up to me? Now it's up to me after all this time? What am I going to do now? I'm just going to fire you for some shit you did 4 months ago? And he said, I'm just going to walk up to you and go, I hate you. Get out of here. Like, I can't just do it now. You know what I'm saying? So that's been a frustration the whole goddamn time. It's been annoying. The lady doesn't see how much we like bend over.
Walk up behind her while she's stalking you. I fucking hate you.
I fucking hate everything about you. Everything about you. All of it. This lady doesn't see all the bending over backwards we do just for her to just be miserable, basically. Like, we bend over backwards for her to be absolutely miserable every day, right? And she doesn't see it. She doesn't see it at all. She just thinks that we just don't fucking do anything for her. Everybody's out to get her. We're like hella busy at work and stuff. Like, you can see, like, we're taking in trucks. People are throwing stuff on the shelves immediately so we can try to get orders out. And she'll stop the whole goddamn thing. She'll grab like the people who are putting stuff on the shelf and be like, stop putting stuff up this high because I could drop it on my face. And we'll like yell at them when it's like, yo, we got it. Like, we just have to move. Like, you see how nobody else is crying about this thing being a foot higher than what it should be? Like, there's no way this is a big deal for you. There's no way this is a big deal, but it is. It's a big deal. Everything's got to stop. Everything's got to stop till we find out who put that shoe that high up to where she can't reach it. That's what we got to do. Right? So just the most annoying fucking person. So, all right, here's what happens.
I hate her. I hope you killed her. I hope she's dead.
I'm working up to it, bro. Just give me a second. Stop guessing. So here's what finally fucking does it in, right? There's a million of these things. Like I said, I'm gonna sound like a petty bitch because the stores aren't that big, but just over a year and that type of personality every day, and there's just always a little something where she's making somebody mad in there. All right, so last week, 2 weeks ago, something like that. I got an employee works there. I'm not gonna use his name either. So. He's gay. Everybody knows he's gay. I love him. I call him my boyfriend. That's my boyfriend. I've had work girlfriends and work wives and stuff. I got a work boyfriend. We call each other boyfriend every day, right? But I'm not gonna lie. I know my boyfriend, and he gets a little handsy. All right, he does get he does get a little handsy. He's a little problematic in that. All right, he's a big he's a flamboyant gay dude. He's just good energy to have around, right? So one of the guys, one of the newer people that works there comes up to me and they go, hey, this guy he kind of like touched my back and I feel uncomfortable about it. You know, I said, okay. Because by the way, that's my responsibility. Josh, can you believe that another person came comedian Chase Myers?
I don't like it. I don't like. That's what my problem is. It's not what they're saying that. It's like, why did they have to tell you that? I don't like that.
Why is it my responsibility?
Why are you going to Chase? He's going to make fun of you. Why are you going?
I'm a clown. I'm a clown. But somehow I run this place, and so I'm like, all right, man, I'll talk to him. It's about to be lunch. I'm gonna go to lunch. When I come back from lunch, I'll talk to him by the end of the day, right?
And you said,
go to
whenever
lunch.
you called him in the office, and he said, "Bitch, it's Christmas." Is that
you
your
can't just
new
be
thing?
touching everybody on their back, all right? People trying to have a good time out here. Fa la 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 la, motherfucker. So I go to lunch. Come back from lunch. Whole place is on fire. Whole place is on fire because the woman that's annoying, right? That's been annoying. She hears that this has happened, and instead of it being a thing where I can talk to my boyfriend and the guy that had a problem, and we can settle this between the three of us, and nobody has to know about it. Instead, this lady marches the dude that has the complaint, which is a valid complaint. I'm not making light. If you're uncomfortable at work, like, we need to talk about it, right? People shouldn't be touching you. The whole thing, right? She brings him to, like, my boss's boss office, like, fucking right to just goes straight to the top, marches him in there too, and it's right in front of everybody, so everybody sees it. Everybody knows there's an issue now. I come back, and now it's like my boyfriend is just molesting everybody. That's what the story is now. It's telephoned to where this dude is just a sexual predator, and it's not all I know is he touched the back. But as far as everybody else knows, he's just diddling booty holes.
Fingers deep.
Just through everywhere, right? And that's so becomes this big fucking thing. Dude gets fired. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's just fucking gossiping and the whole fucking thing. The guy's worked there for 6 years. You know what I'm saying? And so we try to, like, well, can we send him to, like, a sexual harassment class? And then when he comes back, we'll move him on the other side of the warehouse away from everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so my boss is now mad at the woman that I get mad at, that I've been saying is annoying. She's not mad at her because she feels like this could have been a small situation where we handled it, and now it's become this big fuck off thing, right? So she's annoyed at that. And then the next week, my boyfriend comes back. They do bring him back to work. Well, suddenly there's this nobody else has complained to me whatsoever about dude. But now suddenly there's all these people that feel uncomfortable. All these people quit. The dude gets fired again. He gets fired a second time.
That's good on your company. Bring him back in and fire and break his heart all over again.
We're like, you know what? Never mind. We thought about it.
Psych!
So
get the fuck out.
All right, so that happens. So people are just annoyed at that because that should have never been as big of a fucking thing as it was, and whatever. And it, so cool. So that happens, right? So we're annoyed with that. The next week, I run the department with another guy, right? He takes that week off, so I'm just running. I'm doing 2 jobs by myself, and there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm not gonna talk about work. Who gives a fuck? But there's a lot of stuff going on that I need to do, right? And everybody knows this. And I'm literally using the co-lead. I'm using his computer and my computer. They're next to each other, and I'm bouncing back and forth. I'm running different reports on each, and she is just telling me about her nephew. She's just telling me a story about her nephew for some reason. I don't know why. It's not like we're not busy. It's not like I'm clearly not frantically running around trying to do stuff, right? And she's just telling me about whatever happened to him when he was a kid and something, and all the, whatever. And so she's doing that whole thing, and I'm still being nice. I'm just going back and forth and, whatever. And I'm everybody sees that I'm ignoring her, and they see how ridiculous this looks of this lady just following me around as I'm, like, trying to work, right? So then she walks away. Everybody that was just right there in that area just starts dying laughing, right? They all just start buzzing out laughing because that was ridiculous. Like, That was so ridiculous of watching this. Like, a coworker that's, like, right in front of me goes like, God, why won't she shut up? She's just always fucking talking. I was like, I know, I got her. Don't worry, I got her. And then that coworker's like, I fucking hate her. I'm like, I know she's telling you, whatever. And yeah, and so the annoying coworker hears all of this. She hears the whole thing because, of course, she's not minding her goddamn business, right? So she just starts sulking. This is a 50-something-year-old woman. She's fucking sulking. Her feelings are hurt. She's pouting all around the goddamn warehouse. I don't got time to care about your feelings right now. I'm doing 2 people's jobs, plus I'm running this client, all right? I'm sorry that people don't like you at work, right? So she calls in the staffing company. Now, I got the staffing company walking up to me at my desk going, hey, can I talk to you? No, you can't. No, the fuck you can't. I can't talk to nobody right now. What is this about? And it's like, oh, this person got their feelings hurt. Good. I hope that hurt real bad, and I hope they don't even think about it. I hope they don't even take time to like realize what they did, and it continues to hurt their feelings over and over again. Just continues to break their heart. I hope they can't sleep at night. So, so I'm like, I'm not fucking talking. I'm not doing it. And so she goes back in the office, and she proceeds to talk to the people at Logic for like 2 hours. Which I don't even, what are you talking about? What are you talking? I was not doing my job and bugging my boss, and somebody made fun of me for it, and now I want everybody fired. Like, what are you even talking about? Like, what could possibly be going on back there? And so they come out, they want to talk to me again, and I'm like, once again, I don't got time for this. This is like a ton of bullshit. I have other stuff to do. My boss sees all this coming in. She's all fired up because she's mad about the stuff from the week before and just the year's worth of history of this late, the Christmas music, the fucking perfume, all the goddamn stuff. So she goes, I got time. If I can walk to the back, explains all the shit that she's done over all this time. And it's like just all these problems that she's made bigger and all this annoyance and the whole thing. And then they fucking finally fired her. After all that time, they finally fired her. And then later that day, her boyfriend, her 50-something-year-old boyfriend, got on YouTube to avenge her and called me a coward with no integrity. Josh, that is why I got called a coward. Because this woman doesn't appreciate that I didn't fire her 6, 8, 10 months ago, that I despite other people wanting it to happen, there's other departments in the warehouse. We tried to maybe we could just move her where there's less people, and other departments were like, I'll fucking quit if she comes over here. And I was the only one that was like, all right, and tried to do right by her for this whole fucking time. And what do I get? Called a coward. On YouTube. And her fucking on YouTube, and her boyfriend, and I looked at my analytics that day, and I had, I don't get dislikes ever, because who dislikes me? And I had 1 dislike on each one of my videos on that same day at that same time. So he fucking showed me, right? Can you believe that? Can you believe how fucking small?
How fucking small. What a small.
I didn't delete it.
No, leave it. What a little.
I kept it up there. But man. if you look me up and then you see that and you're like, man, I wonder what that's all about. There's no way you would guess.
How fucking crazy.
All of that.
And that dude typed that in and then was like, you fuck.
Done.
Got him. Jesus
Ruined.
Christ.
Ruined. You'll never podcast in this town ever again.
He's fucking done. How dare you tell my annoying girlfriend she's annoying? Jesus. Bruh. We just had Joe Pettis out here at the Hideaway.
Yep.
We're running out of time, so I'm trying to get a story in, but that's the fucking craziest shit I've ever heard.
No, I knew I was going to take up a lot of time with that one. I knew it was going to be airing out some So I don't like to talk. I don't want to talk about job stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm a touring I'm an international comedian, motherfucker.
International.
International
man of comedy.
Later this year. Yeah, I do. I just I could not.
Not anymore. You won't. Not if they check your YouTube. You won't. You're fucking done, dude.
Yeah,
it's done. I hope I don't get canceled by just proxy.
Do you understand how weird how hard it is for my brain to shift from one place to the other? Last night, I performed at this beautiful place called Omi Gardens in Wenatchee.
That's the craziest picture. I'll put it in there. It's fucking insane.
Yeah, I keep performing at these beautiful outdoor venues and stuff like that. And it's get paid. I got paid almost a week's worth of work, for this one show, and everything's all this great. And then to go into work the next day and have this lady complaining to me that her scanner gun isn't working and she needs me to fix it. You know what I'm saying? It's just such a hard shift It's such a hard shift to do. People don't give me enough credit for doing it. Like, they really don't.
I mean, look, I definitely think people don't give you enough credit.
No, that's crazy, right? And then I just can't believe it. Just after all that, like, that's so funny. She's gonna go her whole life thinking that she was wronged in that situation.
That's crazy.
That she was the one that was wrong, because I don't even know why she.
Imagine
like, I
the
don't know if
story.
she understands why she got fired. You know,
Imagine
She
her
probably just
version
thinks-
of this. Imagine her version of this story. Oh, she has
probably
no
thinks that
idea
we
why.
fired her. She probably thinks we fired her in like retaliation for the sexual
Mm-hmm.
harassment thing, which is not true. Or that like she went to complain on me for me not shut. By the way, that was her problem, was that I didn't completely shut down that coworker who said something mean about her. I didn't go, hey, you go the fuck home right now. You clock out and go home. We don't appreciate that here. That is a coworker. All right, we are family around here. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Like she's mad I didn't do that. And instead of doing that, she probably thinks I went, well, fire her then. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the story. And
That is
it's
what
not
happened,
the
though, right? If you're watching this, that's what happened. That's what happened.
Yeah, HR. You hear that? It was retaliation.
God damn.
All right, we got 4 minutes left. I went and saw Kendrick Lamar. It was fucking amazing. He's one of my favorite artists of all time. One thing that I took away from it is I want to one day, whenever I am selling out big shows and stuff, I want to have like the catwalk style stage.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Out into the crowd?
Yeah. I was like, yo, I always like, whenever I go see like other performances, even if it's not comedians and stuff like that, I always try to like see like little things, and that I was like, yo, that's gonna change the game. I'm gonna do that one day.
I like that.
I'm gonna straight up stage and walks out like a catwalk. I'm gonna do that. If you're a Kendrick Lamar fan, go see him live, because it was everything you wanted. He did the whole new album. They did all of his like old stuff too. Fucking amazing. I know you're not like huge on Kendrick, so I'm not gonna go in like real big on it.
He's like your favorite. I'm going to see Here Come the Mummies, which are like my favorite ever in October 1st.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, dude, Here Come the Mummies. That's like a band we learned about in Mobile, Alabama years ago.
Like a decade ago. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
They're the fucking shit. Look them up. They're the shit.
Some dude's house that we were smoking weed in just told us all about this great band, and we started looking them up. And
I've been obsessed.
Yeah, they wrap themselves in like wrap themselves like mummies, and then they play like funk music.
And they don't talk. They don't talk, and nobody knows who they actually like. Their real identities. They're great. It's great. What else? September 24th in Denham. October 7th. Mike and I are co-headlining with Jeff Vance at the Boomerang Comedy Theater in Baton Rouge. There's 2 shows at 7 and 9.
Okay. What's the Boomerang Comedy Theater?
It was mostly an improv theater for a while, and then they had a sex pervert that managed it, and then they fired the sex pervert, so now I'm going to do a show there.
In New Orleans?
No, it's in Baton Rouge. It's in Baton Rouge.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a different improv sex pervert.
It's a different improv sex pervert.
I was about to be like, oh, I know that sex pervert. I know what you're talking about.
Different one.
No, it's a whole different improv fucking creep. I got you. Can't trust any of them fucking losers.
I think it's an improv. I think it was mostly an improv theater. It
is!
But it's like a little theater in, I don't know. But I don't know. But we're doing 2 shows, 7 and 9. Me, Mike Henry, and Jeff Vance. Oh shit, Mike, Chase. I also got a titty tat. Look at this.
Let's see it.
Oh!
Ooh. More children's paintings.
Yep. Zoe, on Zoe's homework, they asked her to draw where she was happiest, and this is all of us taking a hike together. Me, that's me, Henry, Zoe, and then Michelle on that end. Titty tat fucking hurt so bad I wanted to stop the second they started. The second they started, I wanted to be done. Down here by your nipple, it feels like you're being stabbed. It feels like it's on your nipple. And then when you get up here to the collarbone, your whole body vibrates. I wanted to cry. I was too high, so I felt it too much. And like my tattoo, the girl that does my tattoos has like a big butterfly on her throat and like all these crazy tattoos. So I can't cry. So I just look away and close my eyes real tight.
Less than a minute. People, thank y'all for listening. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube, comment, like, tell a friend. Podcast as well. I'm doing some shows at the end of the year. Big tour, Wenatchee, November 10th through 12th. Wisconsin, November 25th through 26th. Tulsa, December 14th through 17th, and Little Rock, December 28th through 31st. I'm going to be promoting the fuck out of those coming up and adding dates. Thank y'all, bucketsofduckets.com. See you next week. Bye.
Oh.